My name's Melanie Moyer, and I work here at the Mercer County Behavioral Health Commission. I'm a SAP behavioral health liaison, and the person that kind of oversees SAP as far as we're also a Commonwealth approved trainer for the state for SAP. So we wear many hats in this county. If you could flip to the next one, Tita, thank you. There's 5 SAP liaisons in our prevention department. We have 14 school districts that we serve in the county. There's 12 public schools, 1 charter and 1 non-public that has come on board with us. The 5 of us have about 5 to 6 districts that we serve. We attend either a weekly or bi-weekly meeting with our SAP teams. We serve 14 high schools, 7 middle schools, and 13 elementary schools. And we are only serving Mercer County. The Behavioral Health Commission is the SCA for the county. So in addition to the prevention department, we also have the mental health department, the drug and alcohol department, and the ID department. We serve a primarily rural region. We're both mental health and drug and alcohol liaisons. We're not split, and we do both SAP screenings and assessments. Thanks. We came on board last spring. We started with a pilot in April of 2017, and we used that through the end of the school year, and we were pretty pleased with it. What we've liked about the tool is that it's standardized. In the past, we've used kind of a mom and pop, here we have this screening we like, or we might use this CAFIS. So it wasn't standard, and this really has improved our skills, I think, and when we're screening students. It is user-friendly, and it has shortened our time conducting our screenings. We've gone from spending an hour and a half to students to maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on their answers and follow-up questions we might have. I feel that we've received a lot more honest answers from students versus them kind of being afraid or unsure of what they can and cannot say to us. Technology, that is what our kids are using, and they are more comfortable in that realm. So I do think our answers have been more honest. What I've really appreciated about the screening tool is that when I've dealt with parents in the past, it was always my opinion based on the screening, kind of my gut reaction to what was going on with their child. Now it's clean cut. The areas, we talk about what the areas of concern were on the screening, and talk to them about maybe some of the questions that are in that category so that they understand, this wasn't something I was asking, it was the report of the child. And then we've pulled accurate reports to see how many students we've been working with, so that's been helpful. And we're using the school version for the tool. Next slide, please. For this school year, we've been meeting with 269 students for mental health. 83 of those have reported a history of suicide ideation, and 22 had current suicidal ideation, which obviously we did more intervention with those folks. A lot of our kids are reporting anxiety symptoms. What I've been happy to see is that when I pulled this report for this conference call, that 74% of our kids were compliant with the recommendations. So I was very happy to see that they first of all, the 5 of us are marking it, and that we also have that compliance rate. Overall, for the county, as I think it was Allison mentioned, that the elementary teams have really ramped up, especially in our county. So that number, the 269, really doesn't compare to the entire number we've seen At the end of the third quarter, we've had over 651 families or students we've intervened with. So I'm anxious to see how that elementary tool will be used next year for us. And Tito, we might get you to that 500 screenings that you're looking at that you'd like for the elementary kids because of the amount of kids we have.
That would be great.
Okay, next slide, please. Again, the gender breakdown is pretty much a 50-50 split. We seem to be intervening a lot with the 7th and 8th grade, that transition time. But I do think that we will show that an increase in elementary referrals when we use that child version next year. So next slide, please. And just based on our screening results, you can see that they pretty much match up with what everybody has across the state. Our substance use or abuse statistic is lower, I believe, than the state, 32%. But that doesn't mean we don't have that going on. I agree that sometimes schools are, they don't always refer for those reasons. It's easier to say there's maybe some depression symptoms or anxiety symptoms going on versus substance use. But a lot of our kids do have anxiety and depression symptoms. So we'll be looking into some more services on how to help those kids. So, all right, thank you.
Thank you.